What's happening? Sean Ames here from Heart of America FPV, and we've got our next 2-minute tech support segment here. Today's question comes from the one and only Armando Gallegos, also known as Mondo. He's the guy that designed the Switchback along with Evan, the tiny trainer daddy, as I like to call him. So this last weekend, we had our very first Tiny Trainer Warehouse Winter Series race. Mondo was the race director for the event, and after the event, he said, this is what you should share on 2-minute tech support. So hopefully this video will be an asset to you race directors out there that are doing drone racing events and that kind of thing. But essentially, what we're going to talk about today is how to navigate and get your information from the LiveTime website when you're at a drone racing event. So let's pop over to the web browser and see what all that looks like. Here we are. So the first thing I want you to do, if you plan on going to a drone racing event this year at all, right now, I want you to go into wherever you save notes in your phone, maybe make a bookmark in Safari, Chrome, whatever you use to surf the internet, of this web page. This is live.livefpv.com. This is my go-to kind of bookmark that I have on all my devices so that if I'm at an event and I need to get some data, I go to this page. This page is going to show you all of the most recently active chapters that are currently racing. So I'm not sure who Inland Empire Air Drifters are, but you can see they were active 30 minutes ago. Okay, those guys were active 10 hours ago, so forth and so on. So if you scroll down here, you'll see this was us, the STL FPV racers. Now, if this race was currently going on, it would be up at the top of the list. So what you can do is you can find your race. Obviously, you're gonna know where you're at. So find the race that you're currently at, click on it. Normally, the race that's currently being uploaded and is active is the one that opens up. If for some reason the wrong race opens up, you can click here to view results from different events, and maybe for whatever reason it sent you to the wrong event, and then you can select the correct event here. So we'll go back into Warehouse Series. So early on, before anything is ran, a lot of times you'll see these qualifying rounds, race lineups, and entry list will be here. So if you're just getting to the race, or maybe this is the night before the race, and you're wanting to see if they've set up the info, you can go in here and click round 1, and then these are your heat sheets. You can scroll through here and a lot of times find out what channel you're supposed to be on. So like me, I knew going into the race, because Mondo made this available ahead of time, that I was going to be race band 1 and that my LED color needed to be red. Very few chapters are going to do LED colors, but that's something that we were doing there. So additionally, as the race is going along down here, a lot of times if there's a ton of heats, you can see which heats have already ran, what round they're on, and that kind of thing. So a lot of times if I'm gonna run away from the race to grab food or use a restroom or something, I keep this web page open and I can kind of track. If I'm in heat 6, then I can kind of track, okay, they're only in race 3 right now. They just finished race 3. I better hurry up and get back because there's only 2 more heats before mine. The most valuable thing, in my opinion, in the whole deal is when you get to mains. So let's have a look here at the mains page. We did a 16-person double elimination bracket. So when the mains very first started, the first 4 races populated. Everyone was kind of coming up and asking, like, what channel am I? What heat am I in? This info would have been there as soon as they clicked create final main bracket. These first 4 races would have populated. And then as the event goes along, then the following races will populate. So you can see race number 5 was AK Numbers, Calculus TX, Casardo, and Dylan. It looks like AK Numbers and Calculus, they got populated into heat 5, and it showed you what channels they were on. So if someone had a channel change that needed to happen, that would be represented there. Yeah, kind of so forth and so on there. This whole thing just advanced like that all the way down until we got to the end. At any given time, I could look at this page, and if my previous heat was over and I was in an upcoming heat, this page would tell me what heat I was going to be in and what channel I was supposed to be on. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. If you have a specific chapter that you primarily race with, I would suggest that you bookmark their page so you're not like hunting for it. The other thing that's really neat about this page as well that I like to use it for that I didn't mention, all of the heat results are available on the page, and if your chapter is streaming to LiveTime, sometimes apparently something broke with YouTube uploads. Every now and again you'll catch it where you can actually go in there and see the race, the live stream of the race there. You can watch it back and see all that. So lots of data in LiveTime. I definitely suggest that you go to the web page, have some fun in there, maybe go back and look at some of your old races and how you did and that kind of thing. So thanks for checking this out. Remember, I don't have a Patreon or anything, but I'm going to put a link in the description of this video to something I bought on Amazon recently. Think of it as like a surprise. What has Sean bought on Amazon lately that made his wife mad, or maybe it was for my wife? You'll have to find out. So, yeah. Thanks for checking this out. We'll catch you next time on Heart of America FPV. Later.